Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on useful pandas methods. Today we will be talking about the dot pivot pandas method. We'll be starting off by taking a look at the documentation for this method. Let's go to the documentation. The documentation basically tells you a little bit about the method and what kind of arguments we have. Basically, the pivot method is used when you want to reorganize or reshape the data within your data frame, and you want to use the unique values in the columns as the new column headers and basically reshape the data frame. The resulting data or the resulting data frame is called a pivot table. This method has three different parameters. The first one is columns. Here you specify the column whose values will become the fresh new column headers for the new pivot table. The index method, the index parameter is the column whose unique values will become the new row labels on the rows side of stuff. The values is the column which contains the data that will be populated as a part of the data set within the data frame. Now let's look at an example. We'll start off by looking at the sales data for a particular company. Here we have the months, the products, the fruits, and the sales numbers. Let's run this and see how the data frame looks like. Great. So this is what the initial data set looks like. We have rows for months, for the products, and the corresponding sales numbers. What are we looking to convert this into? We are looking to convert the data frame here into something like this. So you'll see that the values within the month column become the rows. So each row is giving you the corresponding sales number for that month, whereas the values within the product column are becoming the new column headers here. Also, the sales column contains data for the sales numbers, and this is the data that is being populated within the data set. So how can we write this write the expression to get this result? Let's look at that. Let's start off by creating a fresh data frame. We'll call it pivot data frame, and we will then apply the pivot method on top of the original data frame that we have. We will set index equals the column name which we want in the index column, which is the month. Like I said, month forms the indices and also is the representation for the rows. We will then specify columns or the fresh column headers. We will get the column headers from the older product column, and we want the values to come from the sales column. Let's run this and see how it works. Let me print it out. And this is the result. You can see that we've converted the original data frame and basically rotated it so that the apples and oranges are now the column headers, the month names are now the row labels, and the data is now rotated such that we get the corresponding data set for each month and each product. That's about it for this session. Thank you for joining.